Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our very first Ethical Power Live. It was in making since last 1 year, where I had been telling on multiple occasions that we will be beginning this, and finally, it has launched today. So, Laws of Power. Let me show you the book. Okay, so this is the book 48 Laws of Power, and the author for this is Robert Greene. The story of Robert Greene is that he is someone who would classically you would call a nerd, and he was bullied a lot in his school, in his college. When he realized that there's something that he is doing wrong, and he needs to learn how to tackle those bullies. He was someone who was very sincere, very hardworking student, very sweet sound person, but he was bullied by all. So then he started reading about how does power work? How do people uh, develop an aura or influence where they are not bullied by others, but rather they are the ones to whom people are charismatically attracted. For some people, since childhood, this is very normal. But for a lot of people, this is a set of skills that has not been taught to them, and they do not have anyone around them who models these skills. Their parents, their teachers, there's no such example from whom they can learn. And especially for introverts, it is very difficult to go and gel out with strangers and learn or imbibe how human relationships, the dynamics work. So when he started reading Prince by Niccolo Machiavelli, which even today is considered to be one of the classic treatises, where it was written on training a prince to become a future king. This was his main source of inspiration. And then he started reading history, what happened to the kings, their courts, their courtiers. And then he wrote this book based on all his research, 48 Laws of Power. Now, out of this 48, 25 laws are such that ethically we can use them in all situations, most of the situations, I would say. And 23 of them are such that you should use them only and only when someone else is harming you, and you should not use it to manipulate others. Okay? We'll be going through all of these laws one by one every week, every alternate week, not every week, every alternate week. And if I get time, I'll also be taking third session in the month, but at least 2 sessions in the month I want to do on this. Okay. So today I thought let me begin with the first law. Before that, a small background about me. I'm Dr. Dhara Sheth, ethical power coach. I have been a soft skill trainer and English language trainer for over a decade. I have worked in multiple workplace situations, classes, college, corporate, customer service, back end of customer service. I have worked in different places because I have had a lot of career transitions. I have also worked as a content writer, and now currently I'm working as an online coach. So there has been a lot of places, a lot of different work environments, a lot of different work cultures that I have experienced. And in my quest to learn how to handle the dynamics in these environments, same, from being a person who does not understand how dynamics work to someone who's teaching others how to handle those dynamics. When I started learning to solve my problems, in that quest, I realized that, okay, there are others also who are in similar situations to me, but they have not yet reached these resources. So I thought, let me start by teaching that only. And in last 1 year, I have been taking multiple workshops on different aspects of building power and influence. But now I want to launch my own program, which would be something of an ongoing journey, a 3 month program which will keep on repeating itself every 3 months. And right now, as many of you know, I have launched my beta program, and I've also gotten my participants. I've had their first one-to-ones, and from tomorrow, their second round of one-to-ones is starting. So, in after that 3 month beta program, I'll have my structure, my frameworks, everything ready, and then I'll be launching a lifetime community where we can work and learn on this. So, my thought when I read 48 Laws of Power is with each law, all the stories that are shared are from European kings and European courts. Because obviously, the person who has written knows that history. But if we talk about Indian history, we have two books, or rather, I should say three, which are unparalleled when it comes to politics. Which of them? One is something that everyone knows. Would anyone like to name it? If we talk about politics in India or power dynamics in India, which is a book that has been written thousands of years back, but all the principles are still applicable today?
अर्थशास्त्र में चाणक्य.
Arthashastra by Chanakya. Chanakya Niti is a book which has been written for common people on what should be, how should their life be, what are the principles they should follow, what are the things they should do and should not do. But when we talk about Arthashastra, Arthashastra is the book which trains king on how he should become a king, how he should establish spy networks, how he should test the loyalty of his ministers, how should the administration be, how should the ministries, bureaucracy, everything should be set up. That is the book Arthashastra, which has all these principles and details. But even before that is Mahabharata. The entire book is composed of stories of power politics. It's a very long saga of power dynamics, and in that, there are minor small stories and incidences which also teach us lessons. And the another one is Ramayana. Mahabharat, Ramayana, and Arthashastra. These are the three books which we have in our own history. So, my plan is to cover 48 laws of power, then 48 laws of human nature, then Art of War by Sun Tzu, which is a Chinese book. And after this, by that time, I think I would have learned Arthashastra at a level where I would also be able to teach you. Currently, I'm in the process of learning it from Research Scholars of India. Okay, so from the world, there was a time when India gave everything to the world, then they are packaging it and giving it back to us. And now I want that we should give it back to the world in relation to our 21st century. So that was a bit of background about why this series on laws of power. So let's begin with the first law. So the first law is never outshine the master.
In the next part, we will explore what this law actually means, why so many talented professionals misapply it, and how to build influence without diminishing yourself or others. If you are enjoying this series, please subscribe for more insights on power, influence, and leadership. See you in part 2.